Test, 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 test.
Test, 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 test.
Ching chang, wanna wanna, bing bang.
Ching chang, walla walla bing bang.
Welcome back to another episode of Supermaster Bros. My name is Angel,
My name is Manny.
and let's just get started.
First off, this is the second time that we're recording this.
So the first time we recorded about an hour of this, and when we decided to play it back, we realized that it didn't pick up on the mic, so here goes round two.
Round two. The first time this was supposed to be a surprise segment.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to do the segment again.
I know.
I like this segment.
God damn it.
All right, so this segment is called Guess.
Let's pick on Angel.
No, not guess. It's vote for which character looks most like Angel. The first time it was a surprise. We're doing this again. So
Shouldn't you show the camera?
yeah, I'm going to show the camera. Once I do the edits, don't worry about it.
Okay.
The first character is Tina from
Bob's Burgers.
I used to have this as your profile on my phone for
When I call or text.
like a year. This was your profile.
This is a very common one that I'd always get. A lot of people would tell me that I look like Tina. It was just the hair and the glasses, you know?
Even with your hair the way it is now, though, I still think you look like Tina.
I think it's just the glasses. Maybe the face.
Is that the style of glasses you picked out for your new glasses?
Kind of.
Some Tina glasses?
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it. It's been a little more.
Slowly just evolving into Tina.
Mhm.
All right. Second vote is going to be
Muscle Man. I was just waiting for you.
I picked up on that really late. I think, let's see, take off your glasses. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison with that one. Muscle Man. And then...
Velma, where are my glasses? You know? Out of all the characters so far, I feel like I relate to her the most.
Really?
Yeah, I might not look like her, but I definitely am her when it comes to being blind.
I think the only reason that I picked Velma was just the long hair, the glasses.
Well, I've never had this hairstyle. What are you talking about? And I don't wear. You wear turtlenecks. If anything, you look like her.
Well, a turtleneck doesn't make you look like somebody.
Yes, it does. It makes you look like her.
I'm going to wear a turtleneck on our next episode, and we'll do a side-by-side.
Yeah, you should. You're going to look like her.
All right, the last one is going to be
That character,
whoever this is.
Charlie Brown.
If you're listening to the audio, go to our YouTube, go to our Instagram, because I don't know who this is. I think it's Marcy. Marcy from Charlie Brown.
Smash that fucking like button, bitch. Have you seen that video of that white boy?
No.
It's like he's a little white boy, and he's like, I'm a real OG.
Let's find it.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
So anyways, while we're waiting for this video, if you're on Instagram, if you follow our page, just send us a message and let us know your vote. Which character do you think Angel looks most like? All right. Sorry for the delay. All right. Let's check it out now.
All right. You haven't seen this one?
Nah.
I'm a real ass OG ass nigga. Y'all niggas don't wanna mess with me. If your girl ain't picking up her calls, just know she with me, big.
Sebastian.
Yeah, this has some hardcore Sebastian vibes.
Oh my gosh.
Just put it for the beginning again. Look at how this guy is looking at this guy.
I'm a real ass OG ass nigga. Y'all niggas don't wanna mess with me. If your girl ain't picking up her calls, just know she with me, big D. It's real nigga hours. Smash that fucking like button, bitch.
Yeah. I'm going to start saying that at the end of our YouTube.
What?
Smash that
Fucking like button, bitch.
Anyways, that reminds me of Sebastian.
Do you remember when we went across the desert? It was like in the middle of the night, and he had a condom around his hand.
He did a lot of weird shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds like Sebastian.
Back then, and I feel like to this day, he has the biggest crush on you.
I think we mentioned him on the first podcast. Now we're mentioning him on this one.
Yeah, but
No,
he's
we're gonna have him on as a guest. One
definitely
day.
a character,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a character. Yeah, he would always and still to this day. I had him over, not at this house, but at the last house before we moved, and he still talks about my dick.
Talks about your dick. He loves you,
Yeah,
He just loves you.
yeah. He always makes a lot of inappropriate jokes.
Dicks.
Yeah,
This guy's obsessed with dicks.
about anything. You say anything, anything that you say, and he'll turn it into like a gay joke. but
He really is that Jonah Hill character in Superbad.
yeah.
He's one of those characters,
He's a mix of Jonah Hill and McLovin
and that white boy.
and this guy. He's like 80% this guy.
10% Jonah Hill and the other 10% McLovin.
Man.
Anyways, we're back to the story with
All right, so I was dating this girl named in high school, who we found out was you knew she was crazy from the start. That's why.
I just didn't like her.
Yeah, well, I broke up with her because she was crazy. I invited her to a bonfire one night at Scott's house. You didn't want her to show up because you just wanted a guy's thing.
Well, that makes it sound like I'm gay.
No. It was more of just like you just wanted to hang out as friends, but I always had to.
I
be
just
the guy.
wanted us, I just wanted like, let's just go out there, let's drink, let's just have a good time,
But I was always the guy that had to invite a girl to everything.
Yeah, because you always needed a girl,
Yeah.
That's repetitive. Cut that out.
That's staying in, bitch. And I remember when she finally showed up. Well, we were all hanging out, and then she showed up. We were doing a bonfire, but because you didn't like her, I had to go make a separate bonfire. She
But
was
we were
uncomfortable.
probably like 20 feet apart from each other.
Yeah, and she knew. She could feel your vibe. You didn't like her.
I think I voiced it
Yeah, she knew because you were pretty vocal.
clear. It was pretty clear that I didn't like her.
It was no secret.
She knew.
So we went and we made our own bonfire, and you were trying to sabotage the evening. You went and you stomped out our fire with Alex, and you guys went back and were just laughing at yours.
Laughing at ours.
You guys were laughing. You guys went back to your bonfire. You were just laughing at us because the fire was out.
Yeah.
And what you didn't know is I just got some weeds and stuff. I threw it into the fire.
Well, you were always the one that would like start the fires for us because I don't know.
It's not hard to make fire. Cavemen have learned this. It wasn't that hard to make a fire. But when you put my fire out, and George taught me this, is you just get down to blow on the ashes, but you put something that can help the fire just ignite again.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys put my fire out, I remember that lesson that George taught me. Did you know you can blow on the ashes and
Yeah, but you
start
know
the
what? This
fire?
isn't Discovery Channel. This is our podcast. So back to the story.
It's gonna save somebody's life, Angel.
No, it's not.
So I remember you turned around. You had no idea how I started the fire again. And you just went back and stomped it out again. And I remember thinking,
Hilarious.
and I remember thinking, we can do this all night. And I just blew on the ashes. And you got tired of stomping out the fire. Next thing I know, you and Alex
Had a rug.
you guys had a 7-foot long rug that you just ran and threw on top of our fire.
We were wondering what we're gonna do with this rug because when we went to go do our little fire, we just saw that rug and we're initially gonna burn that rug to make like a huge fire to make your fire look like a bitch.
This is probably how we start fire. We set something on fire. This rug is perfect.
We were gonna make a fire and put the rug in there so it catches huge, so that
Which
yours.
is fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it was wet, so we couldn't. But it was perfect to put
So
out
you
yours.
guys tried to light it on fire while it was wet?
No, we're not that stupid, Well, he wasn't that stupid. I might have been. But yeah, so we saw that rug and we're like, man, let's use this to put out his fire.
Yeah, so I remember seeing you guys running with a 7-foot long rug. You just threw it on top of our fire, and I got really pissed.
I think she got so pissed that she wanted to leave.
No, I was really pissed because I used to have like a temper back
Yeah.
then, and
It was bad. She
she
used to punch holes in walls.
she was the calm one because she said, "Let's just go do something else." I think I wanted to fight you or something because we used to fight all the time. Let's pause this story. We'll come back to it. Let's talk about the time that we
Got in the fight doing the dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because that day, You ripped your shirt off.
Yeah.
Like if you're the Hulk.
Here's why I ripped my shirt off was because you were pulling my shirt.
Was I?
Yeah, you were grabbing me by the shirt, and so I just grabbed it and
Like a bully?
ripped it off so that you didn't have anything to grab me by.
I remember when you ripped your shirt off, I wasn't even angry. I was kind of just in shock. Like he just ripped his shirt off.
All right. You know what? We're going to come back to that story. Let's finish the story first. So she was not as, I mean, she was definitely crazy, but she was calm in that moment. And she said, let's just go do something else. We had a good time that night. We all hung out. Her mom shows up later on, and I guess she snuck out to go hang out with us because her mom was pissed.
She was swearing.
Yeah. So was
In front of all of us.
cussing her mom out.
She's always a crazy dynamic to see.
I think maybe she did it to impress us.
Just made me hate her even more. Another reason to hate her.
And when we got to school... when we got to school on Monday, she had showed up in a cast, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And we were kind of thinking like, whoa, what happened? Because we just saw you like on Friday.
Did she finally beat you?
Did she beat me?
No. Did her mom beat her?
Oh, because I would have fucked her. Just kidding.
We thought that maybe her mom beat her because she was like really
Yeah, that's what we
cussing at her
thought.
mom.
I remember we thought, oh shit, her mom probably kicked her ass.
Yeah.
No, we asked her because we were
so
all,
bad that she's
she's
in a cast.
We were in the background just watching, and we were all coming up with our theories of what happened, and they started getting crazier and crazier. And finally, I just was like, I'll just go ask her, you know? Like, she told me that she jumped out of the truck as her mom was driving away so she can go back to me. Like it was going to be the most romantic thing that I've ever heard.
She either really loved you or she was really crazy.
Or she lied. I don't think she jumped out of a truck. I think she...
Got her ass beat.
Probably. And she was like, what, this? I did it for you, for love. I jumped out of a truck.
Well, some can argue that she got her ass beat for love. For you.
But I broke up with her because she told me she jumped out of a moving truck, which is fucking crazy. And I was like, oh, we need to break up.
Is that the craziest date story you have?
No. But let's go back to the other story first.
Which one? The dishes?
The dishes. So you used to always complain that
I'm a clean freak. I'm very like...
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I've seen your room.
Okay, well, not my room, but everything besides my room, like the living room and kitchen.
When I lived with you for a short period of time, I cleaned your whole house, Clorox, everything. I cleaned your tub, I did the cleaning.
Let's get back to the story.
All right, so getting back to the story, at the time, you would complain and say, I do all the dishes and I do all the cleaning and nobody respects the house and I do everything. And
I sound like a bitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember thinking that.
I think you asked me to do the dishes for you or something. I don't remember what happened. We were arguing about, I guess I didn't do the dishes. Tristan was hanging out with us at the time. So I think me and Tristan were just hanging out.
You guys are just playing games.
And you were cleaning the house and then you started bitching.
Yeah.
You were like, I just got to do everything in this house, don't I? And then you got...
Hey, you make me sound like such a femme.
That's what happened.
Not like that.
I remember you got so mad that I guess you asked me to do the dishes, and I think I said I'll do it, and I didn't do them because me and Tristan were hanging out, and you were like, you know what, I'm just going to do the dishes myself. And I was like,
you
no,
got mad.
I was like, if you're going to act like that about it, I'll do it. It's nothing. I'll do it real quick.
Shut up. You were mad. You were frustrated too. Which that's what set me off.
I guess we were arguing.
Yeah, you weren't.
We were already arguing.
Calm and collective about it.
Yeah, no, we were arguing, and then you were like, "Well, because I do the dishes," and I was like, "No, I'll do them then." And we were yelling at each other.
I think you were insulting me. You were like, "If you're gonna be a bitch about it, you know."
So the dishes really was just to prove a point. So whoever did
what
the
point?
dishes, I don't know.
It's so stupid, right? Anyways,
I guess whoever did the dishes won the argument. It was like, look, I guess if I did them, it was proving you don't do everything. See, I just did the dishes.
And if I do it,
it was proving like, you see,
I'm
do
the only
everything.
one that does them. Yeah.
So I remember us shoving each other and being like, I'll wash the dishes, and then I'm washing, and you would push me back and be like, I'm washing the dishes, and it got aggressive.
Yeah, really aggressive.
To the point we started throwing fists.
I remember my fist was my knuckles were bloody, and I think it was from punching your teeth.
Yeah, you're a strong guy. at one point you were pulling my shirt to pull me in closer to you so you can punch me.
I think so.
And I felt like the only way to get away from you was to rip the
Off
shirt
your
off.
shirt. I think you were just trying to show off.
Here's what happened, because I couldn't just grab my shirt and rip it off. I heard it stretch and I heard the fabric tear a little bit. And that's when I just ripped it off. But it was because you had already kind of torn the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of fights. Remember one time Mom and Dad came home and I had a black eye because I called you fat?
We were outside.
Yeah.
And then I was on top of you. And this was when I was like a chubby little kid.
Yeah, you used
a
to
fat
say,
little kid with fat little feelings, and you hurt them.
You used to say things like, "Look, Manny, I promise, if you close your eyes and you just think about food, you can really taste it."
I still stand by that. I still stand by that. I really feel like if you think of something very salty, you'll get a very salty taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you were like, think of spaghetti, and you start like, I can taste it, Manny. Your little fat boy noises. I can taste it.
It was when we were in the car, right? And I'd always be like, I was always hungry and I'm gonna think about pizza today.
Did you really have those thoughts?
Yeah.
You would wake up and think, I'm gonna think about pizza today.
Yeah, then
Pizza
I would taste
day.
it. The mind's so powerful that I honestly believe it.
I agree with that. The mind is powerful, but I think it's just a familiar, you know what pizza tastes like,
That's where that saying is I can almost taste it.
It's because I think when you think of food, naturally you salivate, just thinking of foods. And I think you were confusing that with I taste it in my mouth right now. Something, I'm going to think of hot food. And you're like, my mouth is burning.
Well, then why do people have that phrase where it's like, I could almost taste it, if it's not true? Maybe some people crave it so bad they could almost taste it.
Yeah, that's just a phrase. It's not to be taken literal.
Maybe you don't understand.
That's like if I say, you know what, if I think about my arm being broken, I could feel the pain. All right, I'm going to think about it right now.
Yes.
Oh, fuck,
no,
my arm hurts.
that's bull, because if you see someone get kicked in the balls, you're almost like, oh, I feel it.
Because you know the feeling. It's a familiar, but you don't literally feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like if you kick somebody in the balls and then the person next to him's like, I feel it too. Oh, I'm hurt. Take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
You don't see somebody in an ambulance and be like, call one for me too. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
It's just,
right,
it's a
right.
phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiot. Just kidding.
That one's fat. It was a little fat boy.
Where were we going with this?
The fight over the dishes.
Oh, no. It was we got past that one. It was when I told you, get off me, you fat ass.
Yeah, so we were arguing outside, and then I sat on top of you because I knew I was heavy, and you were like a little stick.
Yeah, in your defense, I was, and I still am very skinny, but at the time, I was way too skinny.
Yeah, you were.
I just wouldn't gain weight.
And look at you now. Anyways.
Getting a dad bod now?
Yeah, you're dad. But I was sitting on top of you, and I don't even know what we were arguing over. We would just argue. Brothers.
Yeah, just like brothers do. We used to argue a lot. And we were in the backyard just playing, I guess, because we were 14.
No, Dad would always tell us to go do shit outside.
I just know that Mom and Dad were gone. They were at the store. It was just me and you.
But Dad would always be like, while I'm gone, you guys need to go do this or go do that.
It was to kind of build character. You're not just going to sit around all day. I'm going to teach you.
Watch TV. You're going to go outside and do stuff.
Somehow it ended up to the point where
you're on the ground and I'm on top of you.
Because you pinned me down. I think you were able to just throw me on the ground. You pinned me down.
It was easy because I was overweight and you were underweight.
I knew you were
a chubby little fat kid.
I was gonna say sensitive about that.
Oh. But same thing.
Jeez. And I remember I was losing the fight because you had me pinned down. So
chubby little fat
I was
kid.
like, I'm gonna win the fight with my words.
With my weight.
Get off me, you fat ass. And that one just
set me off because I remember I picked up your head and I slammed it on the floor.
And the thing is, we were in an area where the dirt was so compacted that it was like cement.
Rock.
Yeah. And you just got my head.
It's like that rock dirt.
Boom. And you gave me a black eye.
Well, you know what? When I did that, it knocked you out for a couple seconds.
It hurt so bad. I remember that I just like almost passed out.
I think you did, because I remember you weren't moving, and I got so scared that I went inside, and then I went to the window and I just kind of looked through the blinds staring at you until you moved.
To see if I was dead?
Yeah, I was.
It's just like Cold Case Files. It's just like Cold Case Files.
Yeah, but that's what I did. I went inside and then I went to the window and I just looked through the blinds and I was staring at you and I was like, please move.
Do you know that? Do you know where that's from?
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Cold Case Files.
Yeah. But it was like that, you know?
And then they had to separate our rooms after that.
Because all we would do is fight with each other.
Yeah. What else were we going to talk about?
I'd be dancing with my mom.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that story. Oh, here's what happened. I had a show, and that same day that I had my concert, friend requested Cecilia from the apartments, and that's what we call them, the apartments, and we just know what that means.
Yeah.
We know which apartments are.
That's
the
our
apartments.
Kodak Valley.
Yeah, when
That's
we say
our Kodak Valley.
the apartments, we know which ones.
Yeah.
And so I remember
You know where that's from? Kodak Valley.
No, I don't know what that is.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me that one. I don't remember that.
That's where they go.
I remember Great White Buffalo.
Yeah, but
Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo.
So here's what happened. So
Fuck you, Jacob. You suck and you know it. I just like that actor.
Oh my gosh, I want to watch that movie now.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a friend request from Cecilia from the apartments, and I invited her to my show that day. I remember I told her, but bring some friends because I got my friend and I got my brother. And so she did. And this was the same day that I just barely got the keys to my first apartment.
It was you, Junior, and me.
Yeah, so everything kind of just lined up. I just got the keys to my new apartment. The first thing we thought is, oh, we're going to throw a party here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I got a show tonight. We're going to bring some people
Everything
back.
was going good.
Yeah, the only piece of furniture that we bought for the apartment was
a table.
A table to play beer pong.
We didn't even have beds.
The only groceries we bought was
beer.
beer. We filled the fridge with beer.
And we took pictures.
Every drawer, every shelf, it was just full of beer. And at the time, we thought it was like the best thing we could have. We were like, look at this.
We made it.
We built this.
Look how far we've come.
Yeah. We made it.
Empty apartment with a fridge full of beer, you know? Like, we made it.
And so we just had a fridge full of beer. We bought a table for beer pong. We invited some girls to the show tonight. Everything kind of just lined up. So we went to the show and we were kind of thinking, you know what, to have more of a party, let's just invite more people from the show.
After your set, you made the announcement that we're going to throw like a little
Did I?
housewarming party.
On stage?
Yeah. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. After your set, you were like, we just moved into these new apartments. We're going to throw like a little housewarming party. And then I think you gave out the address then and there.
Wow, that's really irresponsible. I remember one guy showed up and he was like in his 30s. And at the time we were all 20,
19,
21.
I was 19. So you were like 21.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy showed up and he was like in his 30s. But he was at the show. We made friends with him at the show. That's why he wanted to come.
Well, he was a cool guy.
He was a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was fun. But anyways, here's what happened. I think you spilled some beer and he started mopping it up. And that's how it happened. He was, we had some music playing. He was mopping up some beer that you spilled. And then he starts dancing. And we were all just entertained. We were laughing, having a good time. And then he starts singing, I don't need no bitch. I'll be dancing with my mom. And that's where that came from until the cops showed up.
It was probably like 2 in the morning.
Like 2 a.m, yeah.
And then we get that knock on the door. But louder, like
Yeah, they were pissed.
aggressive, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a scary sound.
And imagine, because what we did is turned off all the lights like they didn't notice. Locked the door like they didn't notice.
We're all drunk.
And we were all like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
No one's home. Pretend we're not here. But anyways, we get the knock at the door, and I was the only one underage.
Yeah.
I was 19.
So we had to hide you in the other room, but I think you thought it was funny or something. You just kept being loud and laughing, and we're like, Angel, shut the fuck up.
I was a different person when I was drunk back then.
What kind of person?
Unpredictable. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Some days I would cry. Some days I was too loud.
I remember that. I remember the crying.
How to Love?
Yeah, I remember that. We'll tell that story another time. Turn it off.
Yeah, you guys thought that I was trying to kill myself.
I don't want to hear it
I just wanted to
anymore.
swim.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's a story for another
Yeah,
day.
we'll share that story another time.
You guys throw me into Junior's room, and in his room, like we didn't have any furniture. He just had clothes, a pile of clothes in the middle of his room. But that was like my bed for the night. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You guys throw me in there, and then this is how I remember it, and then you can fill in the blanks for me.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember you guys throw me in the room.
Mm-hmm. The lights are off because the cops are outside, and we're like, we're sleeping. We turn off the
I lay
lights.
down on the clothes, and then I go to bed, and
Uh-huh.
I wake up, and I just have this nasty smell, you know, like something smells bad,
Yeah.
you know. And my
Mhm.
first thought was like, his clothes smell bad. I thought he had a dirty laundry pile in the middle of his room. But when I start to get up, you know, I realized like my shirt stuck to the clothes, like if it was wet, and it was wet, you know. And then it's slowly like kind of like coming together, like this is starting to smell like pee.
So here's what happened. The lights were off. The cops finally leave. The first thing we did, being just young, crazy guys, you know, we're like, cops are gone. Cool. Turn the lights on. Turn the music on. Let's get the party going again.
Uh-huh.
And the lights come on, and you're peeing on Junior's clothes in the other room. We threw you in that room to hide you from the
The
cops.
door was open or what?
Yeah, the door, I don't remember. Maybe it was closed. I don't remember. I just remember once we turned the lights on, you were taking a piss on top of Junior's clothes. And I looked at him to apologize, and he just, without words, you already knew what was running through. You could see
What kind of face did he have?
he was just like that, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, if you're listening, you can't see the face, but he was pissed.
Damn.
And I just remember telling him like, my bad, man, I'm sorry, you know. I felt responsible, and he was just like, you know what, he's drunk, just forget it, you know. And I told him like, yeah, I'll
He's
give
gonna
you-
wash it though.
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna wash it.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna wash it. I'm not touching those clothes, which is fair. And I wonder what happened that because you slept on it.
Yeah, you told me that I stood up, I started peeing, and then once I finished, I kind of just fell back on top of it, like if I did nothing, you know?
Yeah. And I think once you fell on top of it, we were like, well, it's too late now.
Not only that, but you're with Cecilia, you know?
Yeah. Well, also, you look so comfortable. Here's what I wanted to say is we pick on each other a lot. We tease each other a lot, but it's just plain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's fun to pick on you because you can take a joke. Not everybody can take a joke. Some people, you tease them and then they take it to heart.
They get pissed off way too easy.
But you've always been able to take a joke.
That's just been our relationship.
Yeah. It's just the way that that's just the way that we are with each other. We like to pick on each other.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, don't forget to vote. Tina,
Muscle Man,
Muscleman,
Velma,
Velma,
and that Charlie Brown chick.
or that chick from Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, look at the clips, go to our Instagram, send us a message, vote which character does Angel look the most like.
My money is on Tina. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to our second episode.
I can't do it. We'll just end it there.
All right. Music.